Hey, it's Dorleen. Welcome to my channel. Today is day 11 of my 12 Days of Christmas Tag series for 2023. I hope you've been joining me for all of the previous 10 tags. So for this day 11 tag, I decided to make some gingerbread men. I've totally forgot about this set that I won during the scrapbook expo. It's got a stamp set and some coordinating dies, and I thought it would just be so cute to make kind of like a three-dimensional or like puffy gingerbread men. So I pulled out some craft paper, and this is from Cut Cardstock. I'll have a link below for more information. But the craft cardstock is actually pretty thin, which really helped me to make these, I'm going to call them pillows for these tags. So they're brand new stamps, so I just kind of use my fingers to rub it over the stamps, and that helps with some of the crispness of the stamping, because sometimes they have just residue over them. It's no big deal if you don't do it, but you might notice that you need to stamp a few times to get a better, clear, crisper image. So I went ahead and did that first. So I'm stamping 3 of the gingerbread men and 3 of the gingerbread women, and you could barely even tell them apart, but I thought I had these stamps, let me use them. So once I stamp the 6, I go ahead and grab that second piece of craft cardstock. I'm not going to do anything with them. It's going to be totally blank in the back, but I am going to die cut them at the same time. And the reason why I'm doing that is because, like I mentioned earlier, is that the craft paper is pretty thin. And so I know that just going through my die cutter, it'll go through pretty smoothly. So once I was placing these down, I realized when you put the die cut over a stamped image, it really does have to be an exact placement if you want that cut to be precise. So I just used some washi tape, and that's just going to hold it down a little bit. Now, the washi tape that I happened to grab next to my desk didn't really stick very hard, so I use a different one later, but not that that really matters, but you could see it flopping around. But I did switch that out. Now I'm cutting them apart because I'm going to do one gingerbread man and one gingerbread woman at the same time at each kind of go around. I do have a die cutting machine, but it's big and it's clunky. Matter of fact, I actually was gifted from a friend who upgraded, and I don't use it very often, so I don't think I need to buy one, but then I tell myself I would like to buy like maybe a smaller one, especially when you're doing smaller images, but we'll see about that later. But anyhow, like I mentioned, the paper was pretty thin, so you can see that it cut through the 2 pieces of cardstock really easily. And again, it just helped with time because I could do 2 at a time, and then I also cut 2 images at the same time. So it didn't take a whole lot of time. But anyhow, with the magic of film, there they go. Hardly took any time at all, right? So you probably notice there's a whole bunch of accessories with the stamp set. I decided to go pretty simple. I just did the buttons, which I'm going to put down on the 3 of the gingerbread men. And then there's also a little tie, even though the bow tie definitely for the gingerbread men. But even with the women, I went ahead and put the little bow tie in that same, like, under the neck area. But so I was kind of playing around a little bit with the colors for the bow. I knew I was going to do red. I used this distressed ink, but thankfully I tested it on a scrap piece of paper, of that craft paper, and it just really absorbed it. You could barely even see it. So I went and grabbed my really vibrant, real red stamp pad from Stampin' Up!, and that was much better. So I just really quickly stamped the little bow tie underneath all 6 of them. Super easy, nothing fancy. Like I said, super easy, super cute. And then, because I was surprised they didn't have a stamp for the white, like icing marks, I just used a white pen and then just did little squiggles on the arms and on the legs, just to kind of complete the the gingerbread men. So that, again, super simple. Just use a white marker. And I guess if you wanted to, you could definitely use like a 3D paint or something like that. Would have been really fun too. But trying to make this as simple as possible. So what I did, because what I'm going to do is all these scrap pieces of paper that I have between the cuts, I'm going to fold them up kind of like an accordion fold, and then I'm going to stuff them into these pillows is what I'm calling them. So because I need to create the pillows, I used liquid adhesive all the way around, just around the edges of all 6 of them. And the nice thing about using these glues that are meant for paper crafts is they dry pretty quickly. So once I was done with, the last 6 or the last one, the first ones were already dried. So it took me a minute to really open up the 2 layers. So I have this coffee stirrer stick that I have just like right in front of me in my little tool caddy, and I use that to kind of help me guide some of these. But you see how I'm just kind of folding them. I don't even really care what kind of shape they're in, but I wanted them more flat instead of like crumbling them into a ball. I thought it would be easier to push in. So originally I thought it wasn't going to work, and I'm giving up and I don't care, they're still cute, I'm just going to do them this way. But I thought, nope, I got to try one more time because I really thought the idea sounded really cute. So when I took my time and I did it that second time, you see how much easier that is to go through. And I'm using that stick too to guide them in there because I wanted them. Again, I'm not too worried about it being totally stuffed, but I did want to be able to notice that it was full. So I pushed them down towards the legs. If they went through to the leg, that was fine. And if they didn't, I was okay with that too. I was really just kind of concentrating on the bodies. So I'm not going to have you watch me do all 6 of them. But the one that I'm showing, you can see how easy it is and how cute it ends up being. So once I start stuffing them, and you can see, well, underneath my hands, that it is starting to fatten up a little bit. They are really cute. And they look more like cookies at this point, where before they were just flat and no dimension. And now they've got this little bit of puff to them, and it's just really cute. So if you have been following this series, you know that you need to if you're interested in the giveaway, I do give away 1 set of each of the 12 tags that I've made. And to do that, you just need to leave a comment either here on my blog or on my Instagram page, and I'll have the links down in the information box. Or you can do all 3 because that'll be 3 different entries. But I think that's a lot of fun because a lot of people do like these tags. I absolutely love them. I did decide, if you keep watching, that to use this Aleene's Tacky Glue. It's a little bit thicker than those other glues that I used, and I ended up using that glue for all of them to glue the ribbon in. And also there are some that the glue on the edges didn't quite stay once I stuffed them, so I just had to add a little bit more glue, and I just use safety pins to hold them together. Usually I'll just use my fingers, but because I had to make more of them, I just thought it's a time saver to actually have those third and fourth hands of the paper clips. But you see how I'm just kind of fixing where they're cracking a little bit and using the coffee stick to kind of push that glue down as well, so there's not too much seepage. But these, like I said, these are really cute. Now back to the giveaway. Sorry. Yeah, so if you are interested at all, like I said, leave a comment, and that'll enter you into the giveaway. I'll do the drawing probably like after second or third day after, because I got to gather all the comments, things like that. But I'm just really glad that you're watching this series. If you're not already a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. I do post at least 2 videos a week. One is always scrapbooking, and the other is whatever it is I'm making in the command center. And the command center is the name of my craft room and also my blog. Just finishing up the tags, I wanted to put something on there that said to and from. Originally, I thought, I'll just write to and from in the back. But, every little bit of embellishment just makes things so much cuter. You've already seen me using this red string for almost all of the tags. I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but I actually bought that at a thrift store. I've had it for years. I feel like that thing is never ending. I don't think I'll ever use that much string in my lifetime because I feel like I use it all the time and it's still really big. But I just tied a simple bow and there it is. But isn't that so super cute? I hope you do agree. And if you do, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and also the notification bell, because if you want to be notified of any and all of my videos, that's the best place to do it. There it is, right? Isn't that cute? That little stuffing just makes a huge difference. I hope you agree. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.